Hey, what's going on, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic Friday and getting ready for the weekend. Wrapping up the day here. So, I want to share with you guys a quick video here about scheduling out and group chat text messages. All right. So, let me know where you're watching from, where you're listening from, and would love to interact with you guys a little bit here. So, it's going to be a great weekend. And so, part of that is enjoying not having to worry about texting people on the weekend, even though you want to send something out on the weekend, maybe. So we all know that people check their text messages a lot quicker and a lot faster than emails. Okay. So obviously, you got to be careful, not text people too much, or have permission to do this as well. But so on your info forms, you can just put in there, I agree to accept text messages or something like that. So you're not blowing up people's text messages. People don't like that, right? So you can kind of emails, people know how to opt out pretty easy, unsubscribe, all of that. But text messages, people tend to get a little bit more feisty if they didn't agree to it. So why would you want to do this? Okay. Well, again, man, you want to send something out even in the evening. You want to send something out quick to a bunch of people without it being a group chat, because who wants to send a group chat to all 40 students in your youth ministry, or all 200 students in your youth ministry, or all 500 volunteers, whatever it might, you don't want to do that, right? You want to send out individual texts for everybody so they receive that. Now, some of you guys may already have some accounts with your church that does this. That's great, awesome. But a lot of those are monthly fees, and I don't know about you, but I'm just kind of over everything being a monthly fee and a monthly subscription. And so for me, anytime I can get a one-time lifetime membership to something, I look into it. And so that's exactly what this is. This is going to be a pay once lifetime membership, you could say, to this group or individual chat. Okay. Also, for me, it's not always about the group. Sometimes it's about, I just want to be able to schedule out texts ahead of time. So for example, for me, I enjoy being able to schedule out some texts for people that I'm planning to meet with, and have a text sent out ahead of time. If I'm going to be, for example, like a guest speaker, right? You can have set up some text ahead of time that say, hey, here's all the information. You can also save them as templates, so you can go back in and it's basically the same, that you can modify and edit it for that specific speaker, but you don't have to start from scratch every single time. For me, it might be like a podcast speaker. Hey, here's what's going on a week ahead of time, the day before, here's more information. And so it's just a great way to schedule things out, but also schedule things out for entire groups. And it goes out to an individual, not just, the whole group at one time. So there is a link to get this in the description. It's very affordable. And again, it's not a monthly, it's a one-time lifetime access. So again, this is just my dashboard, but over here, you can come over here to your contacts. And right here in your contacts, you can go to manage contacts. I can't show you this because, again, personal information. I don't want to share people's phone numbers and names and all that kind of stuff. But if you go in there, all your names, phone numbers, all kind of stuff are going to be in there. Okay. So, but import contacts. Okay. So you can come in here to import contacts. And if you have, let's say you have a CSV file from, maybe planning center, something like that. You've got all your contacts. You can export that as a CSV file, and then boom, this will bring all that in, or MailChimp, whatever you might be using for your data collection service. You can bring that in. Okay. And it all comes in at one time. So you don't have to start from scratch with, manually typing all of those in. You can do that. Okay, export, again, on the reverse, say later on you need to take this into a different database service, you can do that. All right, so messaging. So again, here you can do a single message or you can do bulk. Okay, so let's come in here. You can go into your groups. I've got a couple groups here set up. Individuals, again, these are just some of the individuals that I would send it out to. This is a self testing. So this is just for me. So again, I want to make sure that these texts work sometimes before I send them out. And make sure if I'm going to try something new, I want to send it out to myself to make sure that it looks the way I want it to look before I send it out. These are a couple of my coaching groups. So send those out. And then you come down here. You can also do some pretty cool things with, if you want to send to people that are in a specific city. When you import the names, if you have their address, you can send out to everybody in this city gets this text. So maybe there's something that is specific to that city that you're doing, or you're going to go out to. You can send it to that specific city. Again, if you're doing more of a national thing, again, you can do that by state. You can do that by zip code. So again, you can get pretty meta here with some of this stuff. And then here you can schedule this. You can also set up templates. So again, if you've got maybe a guest speaker coming and you want to remind them about something the week before, and then schedule something for maybe a couple days before, and that's going to happen a few times out throughout the year, you can go ahead and use a template and then just modify that for that specific individual. And then in here, you can leave this stopped to opt out. Again, kind of know that this is not coming from you directly, but let's just do this. Hey there. Boom. Then over here, you'll see that's the preview of what it will actually look like when you do it. All right. And then basically that's it. You come in here, you schedule it for whatever day you want. It could be today, it could be next week, it could be 6 months from now. Again, so reminders, sometimes you're doing like a Saturday outreach event and you want to remind everybody about that, but you don't want to wake up and do that text in the morning, right? Or you're doing, I don't know, just all kinds of things, ways of doing this. And you can do one. So sometimes I just do that when I want to text one person, because you can come in here and do manual, and you can just type in their phone number and information here, and boom, you can go and just send it out to that one individual. You can do contacts. Again, anybody that's in any of those groups will come up here. Again, I don't want to pull that down for private information, but this is just a great way to speed up your texting, group texting, and not having to pay for a monthly charge every single month, getting charged, 30, 40, $50, whatever it might be. Again, if you got one, you love it, keep going, use it. But here's a great option that could be useful for you, your ministry, and your business even. So hopefully that's helpful. Leave a note. Let me know. Leave a comment. How are you using group chats? What are you using? Group texting. I keep saying chats, but group texting. What are you using? What have you used? What do you like? Let me